Hey guys, welcome to What You After. My name is Jack.
My name is Oscar.
My name is Jamie.
And today we are revisiting a place that we tried to go to before. It's some old swimming baths, really old listed building, and it's going to be a really cool explore.
So guys, we are now in this abandoned swimming pool, and this is our second permission visit, so it's quite a big deal for us. As you will be able to see, they've laid it out as an art exhibition whilst it's been shut. So that, for a swimming pool, is really interesting. How many of them get turned into something other than swimming pools?
Exactly, and there is a lot of history on this place. It is a listed building, it has been around a long time, so they're not allowed to knock it down, only renovate it and do some work to bring it back up to scratch. But we're going to have a wander around now, show you what's here, and we'll put in a bit of history about the place too. This is the swimming pool down here. This is the room. Look how grand it is. Look at the ceiling. Look at Jack, so little over there compared to the rest of this building.
This is also the shallow end.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So down there it actually gets bigger.
Let's have a wander. Okay, so I think these are all individual changing rooms.
Look how old they look, like compared, if you was to base them on
So just so you guys can see, this place is old. I mean, look at the ceilings.
Can I just put something into perspective?
Yeah.
So you could be in there, start bollock naked, getting changed. I can just put my head up and look at your willy.
Why would you do that?
I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, it just shows how, I would say, exposed you could be.
So there is quite a lot of changing rooms, and it's interesting because the changing rooms actually go all the way around the pool, which is strange because generally with swimming pools, they're pretty much separate changing rooms and then into the pools.
So in regards to the changing rooms, as you can see up here, you have the men's side and you have the ladies' side over there. So I believe that side, that end bit, doesn't actually have a delegated spot. So I would say the two end ones are kind of neutral.
I'd say the end ones are slightly bigger, so it's probably family.
It could be.
Look, there's some old nets there for playing water polo. Oh my days, this hasn't been gone in a while. Spider webs everywhere. So just to give you guys an idea, I think these were like family changing rooms, or
that would be like a baby changing.
it's not very I mean, those baby changing blocks don't have much decor on, do they?
As well, not much.
Oh, nice. One important thing I must say, we've just hit 1,000 subscribers and we could not have done it without your support. So if you are new to the channel and you love the content we provide, please feel free to hit the subscribe button with the bell button too, so you can keep up to date with all of our new content. Please also make sure you smash that like button, and please, please, please watch this video till the end because you don't realise how much that helps us. What's in here? Spider webs. I've been webbed. Oh, that's just a cupboard. Hey guys, so Jack is up at the top there, so we're going to swap with Jack in a second, so you can see from up there, but first we're going to take a wander down into the swimming pool and have a little look in there. This place is just massive, isn't it? As you can see, they've got the screen up there for, it must have been a display or a...
Can I just quickly demonstrate? I am walking on a swimming pool, which normally you wouldn't be able to do. So
Does it make you feel
weird.
good?
It makes me feel like Jesus in a way, just not actually on the water.
So this, Jamie, can you just stand up against that so we can show how deep the deep end is? Okay.
So, do you want me to stand next to the 1.8 metres?
No, that's fine. So it's 1.8 metres, and Jamie would fit under the water quite comfortably there, wouldn't you?
If I was to stand like this, I would probably drown, but hey ho, I can swim.
So another thing I'd like to point out is the ceiling in this place. Like, look at the structure of that and how they've done it. It's really cool. Most of the time, putting history in our videos leaks the location. However, as this was a permission visit, it seems only right to tell you the history of Moseley Road Baths. Moseley Road Baths were first opened in 1907. The Grade 2 listed Edwardian building opened its doors for the first time for men to use. The building has 3 entrances, one for first class, one for second class, and one for the women's washing baths. It was only after several years that women were allowed to use the pool to swim. The pools were segregated to keep the men and women separate. The baths which you will see at the end of the video were used right up until 2004. The first class pool which we visited today closed in 2003. As you can see, it still remains fairly intact with its original features, and although it has seen better days, some of its original features, as the website states, are unique both nationally and internationally. The second class pool is still open today as a fully active swimming pool, and when the baths first opened, the pool was even boarded over in the winter to make space for dances, concerts and other social activities. Although the baths have changed slightly over time, all the original features remain, and that is truly special. Recently an attempt to save the baths has taken place, and there has been attempts to restore the first class pool. This is still work in progress, as you can see. Will the first class pool ever be used to swim in again? I almost forgot. We're here with Tazer Urbex today, so if you haven't already, check out his beautiful channel. I know you probably already have.
It is still safe.
So Jack, you've been up to the top. You're going to give us a show around.
Yeah, come on.
So Jack is leading the pack up the stairs.
Here's the wonderful balcony.
See,
Start our tour here.
this is cool. Look at the tiles and everything. You can tell how old this place really is. So just from up here, you can barely even see Nathan. He's all the way over there. So that just shows you how huge this place actually is. So let's take a wander round.
Round the garden, like a teddy bear. Take a wander there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean this place is in serious need of repair. It's probably quite unstable where we are actually.
See, I was looking at this bit thinking unsafe. And that's before I even got to that.
Yeah, I mean the chairs are wobbly. Just be very careful. I mean, look at the sheer size of this place. Where even's Jack gone? There's a Jack, a very small Jack. What do you think of this place, Nathan?
It's pretty cool. Definitely some TLC. And we've seen all the big holes and stuff in the
Yeah.
floor over here.
It's very different though, isn't it? And it's nice to see something different.
I like how they're trying to restore it so it's like the same as well. So it's not like
Yeah.
completely different. Although the roof does look quite different.
Oh, they've painted it a modern grey, haven't they?
They have like a battleship grey.
In terms of a swimming pool, I think it's really interesting because you don't see them built like this anymore.
No.
It's got the old style vibe to it, and it's quite a decent sized swimming pool. It's big.
Yeah.
You can have an audience watch you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't get that often anymore.
No.
When I used to go swimming at school, sometimes they'd invite parents and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think what they most likely did here was probably had swimming competitions.
Yeah.
So it looks big enough for them to do that. And to be honest, I can't imagine there's a bigger swimming pool in the local area. See, even the windows up there, look. They're big, grand windows. They're really cool.
They're like church windows.
They are, aren't they? And then you've got the windows this side as well, which are the same kind of
That's
style.
the thing, you wouldn't think from the outside it is a swimming pool.
No.
And at the moment, without the water, you probably wouldn't even think it is a swimming pool, really.
No.
But it would be really interesting to see it once it's actually filled up and, you know, in prime. I reckon it would look really good.
Yeah, I think you're right. So these big old metal, I'm guessing they're made of steel, and these are actually what's keeping the roof up. I mean, a roof that large and the masonry work on the outside, I mean, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 of those to keep the roof up.
I know. It is impressive.
And they could have just used normal steel beams, but they've used ones with like intricate designs and things, which is really cool. I'm fond.
I am fond as well.
What do you think of the colour of the tiles?
I wouldn't go for green and white, but it's different colour. It's something a bit different.
Okay, so it's definitely falling apart there. Oh, hi Nathan. What do you think of this place?
It's bloody massive.
It is, isn't it?
I can't believe that all this is still here.
Yeah, I know. Cool, isn't it? It's somewhere different, like an abandoned swimming pool.
It was the last place you'd think of finding.
Yeah, exactly.
So, over here, we have the communal showers. Not many of them. And here we go, this is the small shower space.
Is that it?
This is it.
This would have been the second class swimming pool. This is the actual one that's still in use, but it's a lot smaller and a lot less grand. I'm actually just coming to use the toilet, so I'm going to turn it off now. I will say it is a massive thank you to the guys that run this place. They've been amazing letting us in today. We couldn't have done this without them. So guys, we've just been shown a little bit hidden away from the rest of it, but it's a little example of what the bathrooms would have been like way back then. So you've got the big old baths, the freestanding bath set. Look at the taps. That's amazing. Okay, so the really old bath, obviously the rope to pull yourself out with, and this was essentially an emergency chain. If you had troubles getting out of the bath, you pulled the chain and it would actually call for assistance. That's really cool. Okay, so it would ring to this so you can see which cubicle the person's in. That's really cool. And look at the old roof in here and all the steel work. This place is amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've shown you everything there is to see in this place. This place is huge, and I'm really glad you got to come here.
Compared to most swimming pools, the features and the design of this place is just incredible. You won't get many like this nowadays, and I'll tell you what, it's one I would love to go to if it was up and running.
Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you give us a thumbs up. For today, it's goodbye from me.
It is goodbye from me.
And it is goodbye from me. Outside the swimming baths, and look at this building. It's so grand, it's so big and so grand. So we're just going to quickly cross over to the other side of the road. So guys, that's the Moseley swimming baths. That's where we just were, and as you can see, that building is amazing.